Hey everyone, welcome to Discover the OC. I'm your host, Jules Wilson, and Realtor here at 7 Gables Real Estate. And once again, I always want to do the best I can to present you really with tips and tricks and a lot of times new information that we really all need. So today I'm so happy to have Zall. He is a renowned probate and real estate attorney here in Orange County. So good to have you, Alan.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on the show, and it's great that you're allowing this podcast to inform people of law changes.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, once again, Alan is a wealth of information, and today he wanted to educate us a little bit on changes in small claims amount filing. So that's interesting. So what's going on, Alan?
Well, law changed January 1, 2024. They increased it for an individual from $10,000 to $12,500.
For every small claims?
For individuals.
Oh,
But
individual.
for businesses, it went from $5,000 to $6,250.
Okay.
However, if there's more than two claims in the same calendar year, it's a maximum of $2,500, whether it's an individual or it's a business.
Okay, so for personal, I'm sorry, it's went from 10 to 12?
$12,500.
Okay,
correct.
so when you file a small claim now, you can go for $12,000. Is that because the price of eggs went up, or what's the reason?
The reason is they need to increase it because there's so much litigation, and their thinking is that they don't want people for smaller amounts to have to incur the cost of an attorney.
Oh, okay.
Because see, in small claims, you cannot have an attorney represent you. An attorney could advise you before you file the small claims court action.
Okay, I didn't know
But the
that.
attorney cannot represent you in court.
Okay,
so I think
interesting.
it was a good thing that they went ahead and increased
You
it.
do.
Because for the smaller amounts,
Yeah.
it's more efficient. Like for an example, in Orange County, the fee schedule would be, if it's $1,500 or less, would be $30. If it's $1,500 to $5,000, $50, and if it's over $5,000, it'd only be $75.
You mean that's the cost?
To file
file?
the complaint.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
low.
So that's easy.
And you get into court, much quicker than if you were in regular civil court. That's really helpful, and you do have to serve the person. You can use a process server.
Okay.
Or the clerk can mail it to them, certified mail.
Okay.
Or they could get a friend 18 and over who's not related to the parties in the case.
Okay.
So they have some options. and
Interesting.
they can get in quickly.
Okay. How much time approximately?
Well, from the time they file, usually the first hearing would be within 30 to maybe 60 or 70 days.
Oh, okay.
And then now in Orange County, though, they're promoting remote, so they don't actually have the trial. They try to encourage the people to go to mediation.
Oh.
But if they don't want to, they will set it for trial at the first hearing. And usually that could be anywhere from, I'd say, maybe 40 to maybe 70 days.
Okay.
So the whole process could be
Lot
relatively
shorter.
quick. Yes.
Okay. So my next question is, I'm intrigued by this because at personal is 12 grand. And
12,500.
12,500. And business is 5. Why is business so much low? Aren't those claims usually more?
Yeah, that's very interesting that they did that. I don't know what the rationale is because I would think it would make common sense to
Yes.
make both 12,500.
Right. Maybe they're trying to reduce the number of maybe non-legitimate claims, I'm guessing.
Well, it's
that be
possible. There's
possible?
always a percentage that are frivolous.
Right.
So the courts really need to get rid of those very quickly.
Right. And when did all this go into effect?
The change was January 1, 2024 on the jurisdictional dollar amount changes.
And is this statewide or countywide or what?
Statewide, I
Statewide,
believe.
okay. So once again, if you're an individual, it used to be 10 for small claims, now it's 12.5.
Correct.
Business used to be 5, now it's 60 to
50. Correct.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
remember, if they have more than 2 claims in 1 calendar year, they're limited to 2,500.
Keep the crazy people out.
Right, and I think the rationale is they're hoping that people are not going to have that many disputes and
Right.
claims,
Right.
within 1 calendar year.
Right.
And that brings up an important point. Before they do file in small claims, they really need to talk to the other party and see whether it can be resolved amicably.
Do you need to prove that you made an attempt to do that?
Yes, they do want you. It's a very good idea to send written correspondence so you
Oh.
can show the court, yes, I tried to resolve it with the defendant,
Okay.
but we were not able to. And even if the court didn't require it, it's just good policy.
Gotcha.
Because you don't want to go to court, spend money, and waste valuable time if you don't need to.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, one thing I love about you, now listen, Alan is a very respected and very busy, I might add, probate and real estate attorney here in Orange County. So, Alan, you don't need to come here and do this. You really don't. So I just want to let you know for myself and everyone watching that we appreciate you giving us these tips, because people, I don't even think to look this stuff up. How would I even know? You don't know what you don't know. So I just want to thank you for coming and really caring about the community. I know you were the ambassador of the year with Tustin Chamber of Commerce, right?
Yes, I was.
And that doesn't come, by you sleeping. So appreciate your efforts and really offering tips to the community that we would not know about. We just wouldn't.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. I think it's great that you're informing people, because they don't have the time really to look up all the new
That's
changes.
right, yeah.
And you can help them with any properties, whether they need to buy or sell anywhere in Southern California. Jules has tremendous amount of experience in real estate, and she will follow up and make sure that the transaction goes very smoothly.
I thought I was supposed to be helping you, but you're helping me as usual. Thank you, Ellen. Well,
You're
listen,
welcome.
Tell people how they can get a hold of you. Ellen.
Sure, they could reach me. My cell phone is 714-731-4811, or my email is Alan, A-L-A-N, S.Zall @yahoo.com.
Well, once again, thank you so much, Alan. This information is invaluable, so really appreciate it. Any probate questions or having to do with real estate law, make sure you give Alan a call. He's genuine, he's professional experience, and he will always do what's right for you.
Thank you.